Hello, my name is Lilian and this is Saisu. When I first went to the doctors with my cat, then the vet asked, what do I give to my cat? And I said just ordinary cat food from the shop. And the vet said that I'm really unresponsible, very bad, and I shouldn't give that nasty stuff to my cat. So I gave veterinary food all those almost 8 years, and then my cat got diagnosed with diabetes. And then I started reading about what food I should give to my cat. First of all, I found out that a cat should never eat dry food because it doesn't have enough water. And cats are not very good drinkers, so they will be dehydrated. Second of all dry foods contain more than 10% of carbohydrates, which is too much for a cat. So there's only wet foods that contain less than 10% of carbohydrates. Third of all, most cat foods contain sugars and grains and vegetables, but your cat food should not contain stuff like that. Your cat food should contain vitamins and minerals and real meat. Also, I'm teaching in my other video how to make your own cat food, homemade cat food, so check that out too. But if you want to buy food from the shop, then prefer wet food. Make sure it has less than 10% carbohydrates, and make sure that it doesn't contain sugar, vegetables, and grains. So sometimes it says grain-free, but actually it has peas in it or something like that. So be very careful. This is the web page where you can calculate how much carbohydrates does your cat food have. It's very useful if you have a diabetic cat, but also for all the other cats. So here you must insert protein, fat, fiber, moisture, and ash, and other minerals added together. So all those yellow areas, fill them in, and you get the information behind the package. And then you click calculate. For example, this is Mi Amor, and it shows that wet matter carbohydrates is 2% and dry matter carbohydrates is 11%. So we're watching this number and this number. This has to be under 10% for sure. And if this one is under 10%, that is superb. Now let's see. Royal Canin, which is very famous company, which I gave to my cat, we see that it has all sorts of stuff that a cat should not eat, like barley and wheat and corn. And also we get the information, we get the percentages here, and I've inserted those percentages here. And what do we see? That Royal Canin wet matter carbohydrates 29% and dry matter carbohydrates 32%. So you're actually killing your cat. And I talked in my other video about felinediabetes.com webpage, and there you see a food list. Especially if you live in the UK or Canada, Australia, or in the US, then there's food lists, what to give to your cat and what not to give. In other European countries like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, it's very hard to find the foods that is good for a cat because they don't have these kind of lists, and the foods that are sold in US are not sold in here. So if you live in a country that doesn't have these foods, then just use this calculator, and also take notice that even if the values are good, then make sure that your food doesn't have sugar, grains and vegetables in it. Your cat food should only contain meat and vitamins, minerals and moisture. Also fiber and ashes. But it shouldn't contain the bad stuff. Thank you for watching.